Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Keith once again with Craps TX. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, please give that thumbs up for us. It helps us out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified when a new video comes out. So today we are going to try something. It's kind of a variation of one of Waylon's videos that I just recently watched where he goes from green to black. I think that's what it's called also. I'm going to do like a red light, green light thing. It's not exactly the same as his because he did quite a bit of a power press. So I'm going to start out basically with red inside. And I know some of you are going to yawn, like, I'm not going to name names. But anyway, 66 inside, and then we'll press up to a green chip, and then we'll from green to red, or from red to green, and then green to red. I'll show you here in a minute. First of all, I want to thank our partners. Firstly, pokerchipmania.com right there. They are a small business that carries everything you need for a real casino feel at home. They have several different kinds of chips. They got these clay chips here. They have ceramic chips. They have the composite striped dice chips like this. They even have casino grade chips. They've also got other things for your home casino, such as poker, blackjack, and roulette supplies. They've got the 19 millimeter dice. They have chip racks. They've got cases for the chip racks. They're also very, very responsive and very helpful. I mean, if you are looking for something and you don't see it, or if you got some questions about some items on their website, reach out to them. They have an email. They'll usually respond fairly quickly. And they've also been very generous. For my viewers, they are giving us a 10% discount. If you use that code CRAPSTX at the bottom of that banner there at checkout, you'll get a 10%, or you'll get 10% off your entire order. So that's pokerchipmania.com. Upgrade your game room with some quality gear and get that home casino feel. All right, next up we have grip mats. That is gripmats.etsy.com. The makers of the deluxe craps mat that I use right here. They've also got mats for poker, blackjack, and baccarat, plus a huge lineup of themed designs. They have some licensed product with Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Dune, Lord of the Rings, Hero Quest. They've got your basic everyday games like chess and checkers and backgammon. They also make some wood mats. They make desk mats, wood pattern mats, I should say. Desk mats. They have custom shapes. They have travel and storage options. The mats are water resistant. Spills bead right up and wipe clean with a microfiber cloth. They're also a small business, and they run rotating percentage off sales. So just click on the item that you're looking for, and it'll tell you right there if it's on sale. It may even just say it right there on the screen before you click on the item. They're also great about custom orders as well. Just reach out to them. They are responsive also. Gripmats.etsy.com. Quality mats that stay flat and grip the table and hold up over time. Links for both will be in the description down below. And there's also some other links down there if you guys want to check it out. Not Amazon stuff or anything like that. It's just some links that help the channel out. If you want to go click on them and check some things out, I'd appreciate it. All right, so now we're going to get into our red light, green light, just for lack of a better name. And it's not like the old game, you played when you were a kid, red light, green light, red light, green light. Kind of like Simon Says or whatever. But it's, let's get the money out of the way first. We're just going to start off with 600. Not that it's a magical number or anything like that, but we're playing 660 inside. So, I mean, we could throw in another, whatever, $100 and play with 700. But we're going to go with 6. 3, 4, 5, 50, 75, 85, 90, and 10. 10. 6. 90 makes 10. Yep. All right, so we are not going to be the shooter in this. I mean, we could be, but we're, in order to get the full 4 numbers the way that they normally should be, and we're going to be doing a lot of pressing and regressing and pressing and regressing. You're going to keep your dealers busy, so make sure you take care of your dealers. Or you could just do this on bubble craps, just kind of math it down if you want to, if you don't want to play the whole 66 inside. But let's just go ahead and get started and walk through it. It's very simple. It's not complicated at all. Again, you're just pressing and regressing and pressing and regressing. All right. There we go. I was going to say, where's my dice? Because normally they're right here. Well, there's one on the floor now. Oh, man. Didn't want to get my exercise this evening, and it is this evening when I'm filming this. Bending down, picking up dice off the floor. Let's see, there's a 628. We'll take that. All right, like I said, we're not going to be the shooter. We're just going to wait for a point to be set. Coming out, dice are out. There's a 6-5 Yo 11 frontline winner. And a 3-2-5. All right, 5 is going to be our point. And now for the boring part, according to some, let's go with 66 inside. Everybody's favorite. All right, so dealer, please set me up 66 inside. Get you taken care of. And that is 15 on each, and then 18 on the 6 and 8. Didn't know, now you know. All right, so now, obviously, you're just like any other strategy. You're subject to the dice, and big red's going to hurt you if it comes out early and often. Now that I say that, hopefully I didn't jinx myself. There's a 3-1-4, nothing there. Again, you can play the hard 4, hard 10 if you'd like, and there we go. Yeah, it just took a minute. It skipped a beat, and then it took me out. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave that 66 up there. We'll buy in again. Matter of fact, I'll just do it right now. Here's 66, just so we don't forget and somebody calls me out on it. All right, so there's 66. We're bought in for shooter number 2. We'll just say bets are off. We're not going to be working the come out. And let's go. Dice are out, looking for a point. There's a 5-3-8. We got a point right away. Now let's see if we can't get into the strategy and show you the red light, green light. There's a 3-2-5. All right, so this red light is going to turn into a green light. 15 pays 21. So we'll just do it like this just to make it actual, like it would be 21. You're going to take all of your red, press up your 5. So that's going to take your 5 to 35. There's your green light, your green chips under there. That dollar will go back to your rack. And now, anytime this hits, anytime one of your numbers pressed up that is pressed up hits, you go back down to the red light. Red light, green light, red light, green light. All right, nice out. Like I said, it's very simple. And again, we're subject to the dice. Sometimes you may fill every one of these numbers out before you even get a hit on that second hit. 18 is going to pay 21. So same thing here. We're going to go, let's see. We're going to throw in $3. That makes it 24. 24 and 18 is 42. So we're going to take our 6 to 42. So basically what this is doing is getting each number up to the $50 level, or, these are going to pay 49 or 50 for one. And then you go right back down. All right, nice out. We're just looking for another hit on any one of these that have been pressed up so far. All right, there's a 3-1-4, nothing there. And a 4-3-7. Awesome. Well, like I said, we are subject to the dice. But it takes a couple of good rolls, and we'll get right back in it. I just ran this several times right before I filmed this. And wouldn't you know it, I did very well. And as soon as I start running it out for real, or not for real, but here on video, yeah, it doesn't want to cooperate. Coming out, dice are out. We're looking for a point, and it is going to be 5. The point shall be 5. All right, we don't have enough, so we're going to throw out 76 and ask the dealer to set us up 66 inside. We get 10 and change, and 66 will happen. All right, 3 on each. Sorry, I'm kind of slamming these chips down. I know this microphone kind of picks up a little bit more than what the camera phone does. All right, so we have our 66 inside, playing red light, green light. All right, we have a 6-3-9. So that red light's going to go to a green light. That 15 pays 21. Put all your red on 9. So full press, basically. And then they'll clean it up, I'm sure. Anyway, there's 5 for green. You now have 35 on there, which will pay 49. Or 50 for 1, if we can hit it again. There's a 5-3-8. 18 is going to pay 21. We're going to throw in $3. Dealer, take me up to 42. So 21 and 3 makes 24. 24 and 18 is 42. Dollar goes back. And that one's ready for the regression if we can hit it again. 5-4-9. Here we go. We get to go from a green light to a red light. All right. So 35 pays 49 or 50 for 1. Dealer, take me back down to 15. So he's going to give you the green back. Might ask you to throw in a nickel, or you can throw in a nickel if you want to be proactive. That way he didn't have to break that quarter down for you. And then you got 3 green back in your rack. Basically, you're out of the hand with the 66 inside and the few power presses that we had to do. You're kind of back to even. So now you're playing with profit, so to speak. There's a 426. All right, 18 is going to pay 21. We're going to throw in $3. We'll get 2 and change. Take my 6 to 42. Throw in a quarter under there, and you're at 42. All right, so you don't take them all back down to 66. You just, as you hit the number, you take it back down to the red light, and then you go back to the green light, and then to the red light, and to the green light. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit of work for your dealer. May work better on bubble craps. That was a 6-4-10. We don't have anything on that. There's a hard 4. Again, you could play the hard 4, hard 10, and I might if I can get up a little bit. And there's a 6-1-7. Okay, so we are out, and we're pretty much even for that hand, or for that roll, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it a hand. Some people call it a roll. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you are one. All right. So $75 back in the rack. Let's get us another set of dice. On to shooter number 3, I believe. Maybe. I don't know. Not really keeping track because I'm not going to be the shooter on any of these. Dice are out. Looking for a point. Coming out. There's an ace deuce. 3 craps. And there's a hard 10. All right. Again, we could play our hard 4s, hard 10s, but I'm just going to keep saying that and not doing it probably. 10 is our point. Let's get 66 inside. There you go. There's 76, so we're going to get 10 and change. And get set up. This part should be easy. We do it all the time. But I actually had several nice long rolls when I was doing this prior to turning on the camera. 6-4-10. All right, that is point hit. All right, you can work the come out if you want. We're not going to. Dice are coming out looking for a new point. It's a good thing we didn't, because there is a 6-1-7 frontline winner. Dice out, and that was a jumpy one. All right, so we're going to go from one end to the other. We got the hard 4. 4 is going to be our point. Playing red light, green light. Right now we're looking for some green lights, and here's 1. 5, 4, 9. 15 is going to pay 21. Dealer, just all the red on 9, so take me up to 35. So there's 5 green, or 5 red for a green rather. $1 back to the rack, and 9 is on a green light. There's a 5, 3, 8. All right, that's going to go from a red light to a green light. 18 pays 21. We're going to throw in $3, make it 24, take me to 42. All right, so we're now at 42. We are green light on 8 and 9. Dice out. All we need to do is hit one of those green lights. We're going to hit all the numbers first, apparently, though. Now we've got 5. 15 will pay 21. Again, just power press it, or full press, rather. Take it all the way up to 35. There's 5 red for a green. And we're at green lights on 3 of our intersections, if you want to call them that. Red light, green light, right? There's a hard 10. Nothing there. Nothing there either. Dice out. And a 6-5 yo 11. Mid to mo yo. And a 6-1-7. All right, so nothing on that shooter other than $2. $2. Good movie. John Cusack, one of his first movies. Better Off Dead. There is a recurring line in the movie that is $2. All right. Again, more the useless knowledge. I'm full of it, among other things. Let's go. Coming out. Looking for a point. Dice are out. There's a 6, 2, 8. Right there. Right there. And then let's throw out 66. Dealer, please set me up. 66 inside, which if you're doing the same thing over and over, they're going to know, and they're going to just set you up as long as they've been paying attention. Sometimes they're not paying attention. Sometimes they're just talking to each other, especially if you're on a cruise ship. Dice out. Looking for a green light. We have all of our red lights up. There's a 3-1-4. Nothing there. And a 5-2-7. This is awesome. This is a very awesome display of this strategy. 5-2-7. All right, we're just going to leave that there. There's nothing there. We'll buy in right now just to alleviate any issues. There's 100. We'll get, what, 34 and change? There's 34. And we are bought in for the next shooter. Bets are off, not working. Get us a new set of dice. And let's see if we can't get a run out of this. There's a 538. We'll throw that out, coming out. Hard 10. Haven't seen that in a while. There we go. We are off and running. Red light, green light, and we are off and breaking into the green light or into the red light, whatever. We've got to do it again, don't we? There's 100. Going to get 34 and change. Actually, I'll do 35 for one. There's 35, and I'll throw in another one. Here we go. We're bought back in. 66 inside. Let's see how much time we are into this excruciating. Oh, only 16 minutes. Wow. Seems like an hour. Hopefully we'll get a good roll out of one of these shooters. Dice are out. There's 3 craps. Coming out again. Dice are out. 3 craps. Back to back. Horn numbers. There's a 527 front line winner. And a 415. There is our point. We got our 66. We are bought in and dice are out. There is a 6-4-10. Lots of 4s and 10s. Dice out. 415. All right, point hit. And we go red light to green light on that. Pays 21. Or, like I said, we just do the green. They'll swap that out and put green to clean it up. So you now have 35 and you have your green light on the 5. Dice out. Looking for a point. There is a hard 4. 4 is going to be our point. And we're out. And we are out for sure. 6-1 and we're done. We'll just take that, like that, and pay our 66 again. We'll just go through all $600. Just struggling to find a shooter. Struggling. All right, so we're bought in. Puck is off. Bets are off. Here's a 538. We're going to throw that. We're coming out looking for a point. There is a 516. 6 is our point. Stick with me. It's going to get better, hopefully. 549. There's our red light turning into a green light. 15 pays 21. Dealer just pressed me all the way up. So there's 35. You'll get $1 to put back in your rack. And dice are out. There's a 2 craps. Aces. Spot and a dot. There's a 639. All right. So our green light gets to go back to a red light. That 35 is going to pay 49 or 50 for one. Dealer take me back down to 15. Go ahead and throw in a nickel. Or he may just give you, instead of 75, give you 70. But yeah, that way it kind of makes it a little bit easier. So that's one red light into a green light, back into a red light. There's a 314. All right, dice are out. Move that over there a little bit. There's 549, right back on the 9. Well, see, if you would have stayed on the 9, you'd have had more money. Yeah. True. Then again, I would have had a higher risk, and the bad numbers have been coming out too much. So take it as it is, you know. Take the good with the bad. Just hope there's no ugly. Dice out. There's a 628. Let's see. 18 is going to pay 21. We're going to throw in $3. Dealer take me to 42. Throw a green chip under there and take a white chip off. And we are at 42. So green light on the 8 and 9. There's a 314. Nothing there. Dice out. Oh, we've got a little bit of a leaner. I believe it should be a 9. We'll go ahead and pull it away. It's whatever is facing the dealer, or the stick man is what they say. And that 5 was facing me. So that's a 549. So that's a green light back to a red light. 49. 35 pays 49 for one. It will take me back down to 15. So we'll just do it like the dealer would. They'll give you 70 instead of 75. But if you want to be proactive, you throw a nickel out there real quick, and that way you get 3 green chips back. Dice out. So green light to red light. We're playing red light, green light. Or at least that's what we're calling it. I'm sure there's other versions of it out there that are called something else. 15 is going to pay 21, so our 5 is going to go from a red light to a green light. Press me all the way up, dealer. all the way up. And he'll give you that measly $1 back in change for your rack. Dice out. 2x4, 6. All right, that is point hit. Our 6 is now going to go from a red light to a green light. We're going to throw in $3. I don't have it, so there's a nickel. We'll get 2 and change. Dealer, take me up to 42 on that 6. So that is a power press because we have to throw in a little bit of money. Weak power press, but it's a power press. Now we're looking for another point. There's a 5, 3, 8. Bets we're off. We're not working to come out. You can if you would like. Dice out. There's ace, deuce, 3 craps. Any of these strategies you can kind of modify to your own liking. 6, 2, 8. All right, that is going to be our point, and our green light is going to go back to a red light. Dealer, take me back down to 18. Let's throw that out there. If you want to be proactive, throw $1 out. That way your 18 or 17 can go to 18, and then you'll get 3 green chips back. All right, starting to build up a little bit there. We're looking for a point once again. We're coming out. There's boxcars, 12 midnight. 415. 5 is going to be our point. All right, playing red light, green light. Red light, green light. Childhood. 3, 1, 4, nothing there. You might have traumatic memories from that. That is boxcars, 12 midnight. Some people have trauma memories from games like that. Let's see. 15 is going to pay 21, so red light is going to go to a green light. Dealer, press me all the way up, and that will go just like that. Right back to a green light, get $1 back. But games like Red Rover and Dodgeball, dice out. There were those that were good at it, and there were those that got smacked around. 6. All right, so 42 is that green light is going to go to a red light. 42 is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. Dealer, take me back down to 18. So there's 17. Well, there should have been 17 right there. I didn't take that off when we got the 42 earlier. So the 17, again, if you want to be proactive, throw $1 out there real quick. That way you get 3 green chips back, and your green chip stack is starting to look healthy. Nice out. 6, 2, 8. All right, so we're right back on the 8. We're going to throw in $3. We don't have it. There's 5 for 2 and change. Dealer, take me back up to 42 on that 8. And there we go. We're going to take that 1 back. There we go. Now we're at 42. Red light, green light. We got 3 green lights, 1 red light right now. There is a hard 10. Again, you can play those if you'd like. I'm choosing not to at this moment. And of course, back to back. Why not? Hard 4. And a 6, 3, 9. There we go. We got a green light going to a red light. 35 is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. Dealer, please take me back down to 15. Throw in a nickel real quick. That way, oh, that 1 goes over here. Sorry. That way you get 3 green chips back. And again, our green chip stack is looking healthy. Dice are coming out. Playing red light, green light. There is a 2x4, 6 that is on a red light, so that is going to become a green light. We're going to throw in $3 because it pays 21, so that'll take it to 24. That'll make that 42 when it looks just like that, right? 35, 45, no, 35, 42. There we go. All right, dice are out. Red light, green light. And there's a green light back to a red light. 2x4, 6. 42 is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. We'll just take the 1 off of there. We're going to have to get change anyway. Dealer, take me back to 18. He'll get 3. We need to get change. There is 5 for 5. All right. And we'll just throw out $2 real quick. Put that on there. This will go back to the rack. And we got 2 red lights and 2 green lights out there. And we're right back on that 2x4, 6. So it's going to go back to a green light. Pays 18. I'm sorry, pays 21. You're going to throw in 3. That'll make it 24. And dealer, take my 6 to 42. So 24 and 18 is 42. There we go. We got 3 green lights out there. 3 greens and a red. There is a hard 4. Nothing there. Dice out. 5, 4, 9. That is a red light, so it's going to go to a green light. All I got is green chips. That's a hard problem to have, isn't it? Or a bad problem. So I'm going to get some change. There is. Well, do I need change? I don't need change right now. I got to pay myself. So 15 is going to pay 21, and then this is going to go up. That's where I was getting the green, I guess, maybe. Take me up to 35. There's our red light into a green light. $1 in back to your rack. Nice out. So they're all at green lights right now. 549. There we go. Green light back to a red light. That is going to pay 49 or 50 for one. Can you get that $1? Give it right back to them. Dealer, take me back to 15. So that will go like that, and then you'll get 70 back to your rack. You get a little red over there anyway. But look at that green, man. That's looking pretty good. What are we at on time? 25. We'll see how this shooter goes. 314. This shooter may take us all the way to the end. There's a 415. That is point, and also a green light back to a red. 35 is going to pay 49 or 50 for one. I don't have one. I'll throw in 5. I'll get 4 and change. Dealer, take me back down to 15. Throw in a nickel real quick. That way you'll get those 3 green chips back to your rack. And we're looking for a new point. Dice are coming out. There is a hard 10. 10 is going to be our point. Let's see. We're looking red light, green light. There's 6, 4, 10. That's point off. And we have 2 greens, 2 reds. The outer 2 numbers are red. The inside, the 6 and 8 are green. That was a ace deuce, 3 craps. Rolled over. Not that it would have made a difference. There's a 437 frontline winner. Mandatory to say, good time for it to come out when the puck is off. There is a 5, 3, 8. All right, 8's going to be our point. Bets are working now. Red light, green light. 6, 4, 10. Nothing there. Dice out. 6, 3, 9. All right, red light to a green light. That is going to pay 21. Dealer, press all the way up. They'll clean that up for you. There's 5 red for a green, and we're at 35 or a green light on our 9. That'll go back to the rack, that whole $1. There's a box card, 12 midnight. Nice out. 6, 2, 8. All right, that is a point, and also our green light that is going to go to a red. 15. Sorry. 42 pays 49 or 50. For one. Dealer, please take me back down to 18. Be proactive. Throw out $1 real quick. That is now at 18, and you get 75 back to your rack. All right, looking for a new point. We're coming out. There's aces, a spot, and a dot. Or 2 craps, some people would call it. There's a 6, 3, 9 or 3, 6, 9. That is our point. Whoa, we got a roller. All right, there is another hard 10. We're hitting those. And I'm still choosing not to play them, although I could now. I think we're up significantly. There's a 415. All right, that's a red light going to go to a green light. 15 pays 21. Dealer, press me all the way up to 35. And that's our last green chip right there. Let's just swap a couple out. There's 1 and there's 2. So we'll get 2 black chips for that. $1 goes back to our rack, and we're still playing red light, green light. We got 3 greens out there and a red. There's an ace deuce, 3 craps. This will be our last shooter. We are starting to get close to that 30-minute mark. There's a 3, 1, 4 and a 2x4, 6. That is a green light going to a red light. 42 is going to pay 49 or 50 for one. Dealer, take me back down to 18. Throw him in $1 real quick. Oh, I just hope it doesn't roll off the table. Now you're back at 18, and you got 3 green chips going back to the rack. Dice out. 3, 2, 5. All right, another green light going to a red light. That pays 35, pays 49 or 50 for one. Dealer, please take me back down to 15. So throw a green chip in or a red chip in real quick. That way you'll get the green back to your rack. And dice are out. 415, right back on it. Yeah, some people will say, why did you stay on it? Well, it's a press and regress and a press and regress. So that is going to pay 21. Dealer, press me all the way up. And again, they'll probably know by now what you're doing since you have done it many times over. At least hopefully you have. Got a long roll in there. Dice out. There's a 6, 2, 8. What we got there? We have a red light. We're going to go to a green light on that. That pays 18. We're going to throw in $3. I don't have it. There's 5. I'll get 2 and change. Take my 8 up to 42, please. There you go. It was 18 out there, plus the 24 makes 42. So we're at green light. We're at green light on 3 out of the 4. There is a 549. Puck goes off. That was point hit. 35 is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. That is another green light going back to a red. Dealer, please take me back down to 15. And I don't have it. So they're going to have to get it to you like that and give you 70 back to your rack. And this dollar actually goes back to the dealer there. So there is 70 back to our rack. We're going to swap in a few more green. There's 1, 2, and 300. So there's 3 black. And yes, I believe we're doing okay. Dice are coming out. Looking for a new point. There's a 325. Green goes to a, well, no, that's a point. Sorry, we're not working the come out, so that does not get paid. Not yet, at least. And a 6-1, and we're done. All right. Well, that was a good long roll. I'll have to maybe count it. And if I don't fall asleep while I'm editing, and put how many rolls were there. That was a pretty good run, I believe. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just take all this down. We had, 2 green lights left out here and 2 red lights, if that's what you want to call it. You can call it something else. And like I said, there's probably somebody else that has run it and may go by another name. I'm kind of doing a variation of green to black that I saw on Waylon's channel. Go check it out. But let's get a rack check here and see where we ended up. We started out with 600. So we will color up here. White is okay. Red is okay. Here's where we're going to make our money. There's 1, 2, and 300 on green. So there is 3. Now let's see where we finished up. Starting bankroll was 600. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's it right there. The rest of this is profit. 1, 2, 3, 50, 60, 70, 3. So 6, 9, 73. No. Yeah, 973. So yeah, that is $373 profit. Of course, all of it had to be on that last shooter because we did have a couple of fails in the beginning, and I was kind of wondering, hey, I just had some good luck with this. Why is it all of a sudden turning against me? It's because I turned the camera on. That's why. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Have you seen it similar? Have you seen the exact thing? Do you see it called something else? I didn't go search every craps player out there and see if somebody else has run it and what they call it. When I saw Waylon's green to black, I just figured, okay, I'm going to go red to green, and then I'm going to go back green down to red because he was going green to black and then black down to green. So I call it red light, green light. Make sense? It does to me. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you got some other strategies you'd like me to run out, you can put that down there also. If you would like to remain anonymous, you can put it right here in the email, crapstx@gmail.com. Let me know if you want credit for it, if you're going to send me a strategy, and I'll absolutely throw your name out there and say, hey, this is a strategy by so-and-so, and we're going to make tons of money guaranteed. At least that's the hope, right? Well, that is going to do it for this one. The red light, green light. This was a $15 table. I don't believe I said that in the beginning, but hopefully you figured it out since we were playing 66 inside, the old boring 66 inside. And yeah, we did fairly well with it there at the end. So I will say this time we had a lot of fun. This is Craps TX. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. That costs nothing. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that bell for notifications, and you'll be notified whenever a new video comes out. And a real quick thank you to our partners, PokerChipMania.com and GripMats.etsy.com. Go check them out. A lot of stuff to set up your home casino, and links are going to be in the description down below. Some of the links down there. Go have fun with that. We'll see you on the next one.